Then King Nebuchadnezzar fell on his face prostrate before Daniel and commanded that they should present an offering, an incense to him. Remember, Daniel here is in Babylon as a slave. Hello? When you look at the Bible, you see Daniel's name was changed. Our names were changed. Profile yourself. Place yourself. And see yourself that the Bible is pointing at you. Because God is a God who delivers the oppressed. So here, Daniel is in Babylon where he was supposed to be a slave. But because he had excellent knowledge, he was creme de la creme. When they would come to take our people, they would take the best. And make them work in the palaces of heathen kings. But Daniel, like instead of our other children being taken over by the spirit of Babylon, because when you read the Bible, you see Nebuchadnezzar appointed kings, priests, and fleets and commanded the whole of the region to worship other gods. Daniel refused. So he stood up. And here we see he's being summoned, and now the king is bowing down. The king answered to Daniel, "Truly, your God is the God of gods, the Lord of kings, and a revealer of secrets. Since you could reveal this secret, it must be a divine order for you to dream what somebody dreamt and again interpret that dream. Hey, indeed, your God is a God of gods. What else do you have to say?" Then the king promoted Daniel and gave many gifts. And he made him ruler over the whole province of Babylon. We are about to take over America. You see, if you know by revelation, it's not just sayings like the way you quote literature or like the way you quote the Quran. The Bible is our history. When you see yourself in it and you see what God historically is about to do, we know Babylon has become morally bankrupt. And so, he was made ruler over the whole province of Babylon. What does that mean? Real estate has to come. You cannot be a ruler and you live in an apartment for rent. We have to live beyond the constraints of what you call religion, that your success is having a building. No. It's about influencing regions. Influence. And one prophetic thing is that you have to have land. And that's why the Bible says that the gospel of prosperity is kind of twisted. And this is why I encourage us, go back to the Bible and read the Bible and see what God talks about prosperity. He first focuses on our healing. He says, if my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray. Humble yourself and what? Pray. And seek my face and turn away. I will forgive. I will hear from heaven. I will forgive their sins and I will heal their land. In other words, our healing makes the land hear us. We are a spiritual people. Our healing, the problem is that we want to copy the prosperity of Hollywood so that when we get so much money, we backslide. Because we are not healed inside. You mean we don't have the ability to take over regions and still be sane? It's because first things first. We have to be healed here. We have to be people of integrity. When you look at the Bible, the Old Testament, Israel backslid because they backslid from the laws, statutes, and commandments. We were not given a religion. Even at home right now, the problem is not religion. They say 80% of us are religious. But why is there corruption? Because God's people have backslid. They are not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Simple. If 80% of us in Africa were keeping laws, statutes, and commandments, we would kill corruption, we would kill adultery, we will shut off the bars. Are you here? God did not come to give us a religion. So Daniel was promoted and gave him many gifts, and he made him ruler over the whole province of Babylon and chief administrator over all the wise men in Babylon, meaning he took over the narrative. The wise men, he took over the narrative. If he was ruler over all the wise men of Babylon, he would tell them, listen, I will not allow idol worship. You're going to worship my God. Are we here? In other words, the wisest of the wise were consulting with Daniel.